Hello, my friend. Welcome. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge. Welcome. I hope you are having a wonderful day today, and I hope you're having a day that's dedicated to being larger than life. We're in our series, this Larger Than Life series right now, and I just want to tell a brief little story to kind of, I hope to illuminate what we're describing in being larger than life. So in this particular story, I want to ask you just to access your imagination and just imagine two friends growing up together. Two friends growing up in difficult circumstances. One friend who ends up becoming extremely successful, very, very wealthy, very confident, very accomplished. The other friend going a very different route, becoming a drug addicted, having really, really poor self-esteem, and really beginning to have this feeling of being born underneath a bad sign. You know, like bad luck always seems to follow him. Now, the one friend describes how he has approached life, and he says that he has achieved what he's achieved because he learned to depend on himself. He didn't have people to depend on him, or to be able to depend on. He had to find his own way, and find his own way to creating his success. The other friend told much the same story. He also didn't have people to depend on. But in his case, he felt as though life was against him. Now, both these friends are still very much loving of each other, and eventually the wealthy friend goes to the other and says, and meets with him and goes to his place where he's living, a really, sort of a disheveled place. And he goes to this place and he sees the state his friend is in and how poorly he's doing. And he tells his friend, I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you an incredibly valuable gift. And he claps his hands. And suddenly he has a person who's with him, an aide, who brings in this incredibly big, heavy chest, a big, black, heavy chest, clearly with a lot of weight. And he pulls this chest in and he sets it on the floor. And the wealthy friend says to the other, this is my gift to you. And so they embrace, and the poor friend is so grateful. The wealthy friend leaves. And the poor friend opens the lid of the chest, just in excitement about what might be there. And he looks in there and he realizes it's just filled with junk, garbage. Filled with old things like old shoes and old newspapers, toys, trinkets, just a bunch of garbage. And he becomes really, really upset. How could my friend have done this? This is such a cruel joke. And he slams the lid of the box closed. But this black box, when he slams it closed, suddenly a chip of paint comes off. And it becomes clear that the chest itself is solid gold. And suddenly the poor friend realizes that the gift was not the contents, but the chest itself. The chest itself was the thing of great value. And when he realizes this, suddenly it becomes clear that this chest is actually a magical chest. And suddenly, once he realizes the value of the chest, suddenly the contents become very valuable. Instead of junk, it's antiques. Instead of just a bunch of garbage, they're items of great value. In realizing the value of the chest, it transforms the value of the contents. And so this is what we're talking about when we talk about being bigger than life or larger than life. You are that chest. You are that container of great worth, of great value. And your life, the contents of that chest, are what are transformed when you are able to take a step back and observe your life as a whole. Your life has this great value. When you come to this element of being larger than life, you end up being able to observe your life and recognize that the items within it, the different experiences, the different people you've known, the challenges that you faced, are all of great value. When you truly accept your life as a whole, as to be that miracle container. You are the container. So remember, you are larger than life. Now, how about yourself? What are you doing to recognize that your life is the miracle and that anything that happens in your life is part of it? What are you doing? Please connect with us. Let other people know about these videos and express in your own way how you're being inspired to be larger than life. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Thank you very, very much. You are living in a magical reality, but you are that reality. I bring myself and bow. Thank you. Namaste. Take care.